So about a month ago, JJK ended, and my thoughts will likely leave you wondering, is this kid retarded? So, on September 29th, 2024, JJK released its final chapter, chapter 271. And nobody, and I mean nobody, was happy. And I can see why, there were so many plot holes. I would put the image on screen of that one guy that listed all the plot holes on Twitter. But I can't find it, so, deal with it. People were upset. So, when the chapter came out, I read it for myself. And to me, it was just a little underwhelming. I didn't think it was all bad, Also, spoilers throughout this entire video. I'm going to be as blunt as possible, and I'm not holding anything back. I'm just going to straight say what happens in the story when needed. If you are an anime only, you have been warned. So, many people hate the ending for the unresolved plot holes, but as I said, it was underwhelming, not because of the loose ends, but because I didn't think there was, no miniature little curse versus the main trio battle again, back what Jujutsu Kaisen was originally about, which was killing curses. And then they just went off the deep end with the whole Sukune taking over shit after the Shibuya incident happened. In the actual ending, they have to fight this dude who's using his curse technique, which is like a facial manipulation technique, who is harassing this woman and her fiance because he bought her a purse or some shit like that. And then Yuji's like, hey, it's good to be gay or whatever. And they go and stop him, and that's the final chapter. People didn't like it because it wasn't Yap Kaizen. Me personally, what I would have changed is I would have made it like a curse disturbance incident at like a school or something, and then they go there, it's a special grade curse, it tries to attack him, and then Yuji just one shot black flashes it with no problem. Megumi and Nobara are just left there in shock. I would have made this change. I don't know, just because I think it would be funny. But I would keep the Sukuna and Mahito conversation, though. I thought that was pretty good. Alright, so for what the actual video is supposed to be about, people didn't like it because it had too many plot holes, but they couldn't explain everything within the last 3 chapters after Sukuna's death without it being Yap Kaizen. They could have given Yuji, his domain a name, because, that shit did reawaken, Megumi, his little talk no jutsu domain. I don't watch Naruto. But, yeah, it kind of helped reawaken Megumi. So, they could have given it a name. That would have been nice. Like, Yuta or Mei or something could have brought it up, because, he kind of just pulled it out of his ass. Like, I deadass think he was developing that shit mid-battle with Sukuna during the entirety of Shinjuku. Or that time he was fucking off. I don't know what he was doing. He just kind of disappeared from the fight for a few days. But otherwise, it would have just been 3 chapters of the shit that they pulled in 269. And 269 was ass. I am not reading all of that. I had to read a summary on Insta. The only good thing that I really liked about 269 was that it confirmed Yuta's alive. So, I'm not one of those overly critic douchebags that this is slightly inaccurate and it's very childish, 0%, I'm not like a movie critic. If I enjoy something, then I think it's good. Like, for example, Pokemon Sword and Shield. People hated Sword and Shield, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. It's not the best Pokemon gen. No, that title goes to Gen 5, but I think everybody agrees on that. But I didn't hate it. Yeah, it gets a bit boring after you do all the post-game content and the DLC, but, that's how every game like this goes. But, other than that, I enjoyed it, and plus it gave me Zamazenta, and Zamazenta is, one of my favorite legendaries, so, that's okay, I enjoyed the game. But, the Castlevania anime, I personally didn't enjoy it. It was confusing, I didn't know what was going on, I didn't understand any of the characters. The only redeeming factor was that the animation was really good. But it just wasn't for me, because I'm not a Castlevania fan. But the chapter 271 of JJK wasn't bad in my opinion, because the main gang is alive and well, everybody's alive. Maki, Toge, Yuta, and Panda are all doing good. And Sukuna actually changed. Everybody criticizes his ending because it's Disney Kaisen. But I personally don't mind happy endings. Like Fullmetal Alchemist. You have the 2003 anime and Brotherhood. 2003, incredibly dark. After it diverges from the manga, it becomes so dark, and like people don't like it. Or at least I think. I don't know. No, but me personally, I enjoy the darker aspects of 03. I thought it was really good. But I also really like Brotherhood because I love happy endings. I love it when, characters are alive and well, and, so I personally don't mind happy endings, like the ending of Jujutsu Kaisen. The ending is a good, heartwarming ending that, people hate because, like, Sukuna's kill count got decreased, but I think that's just the Sukuna fans. I'm gonna go on a bit of a rant. Sukuna Glazers that, like, still dick ride, like, still hard dick ride Sukuna are so fucking annoying, dude. They always, like, they say Gojo's the fraud and shit. Dude, Gojo is not a fraud. If he hadn't pulled that shit, if Sukuna hadn't pulled that shit out of his ass, and that's what the world-cutting slash, then the manga would have just ended right then and there. He would have extracted Megumi or just straight up killed Sukuna. He would have separated them from his body or something, and then, straight up just fucking killed Sukuna right then and there. But, the manga had to go on, because with an ending like that, it would have been really unsatisfying. So, there was a lot of things that the manga could have changed, and that would have personally made it better, but I don't mind the ending. Plus, my goat Yuta is alive. I love Yuta, he's my goat. So, that's another reason why I like the ending. I genuinely thought he was gonna be dead in the dirt after he pulled that shit with Gojo's body. But, speaking of the ending, the changed, people think that the ending could have changed and been better as well, which brings me to my next topic. So, because people hate the manga and think a lot of things could have been changed, there is a small community of fans that are going under the alias Jujutsu no Kaisen, which is a fan-made remake of the ending of the manga, and it starts from Gojo's death at 236. It's coming out the 1st of next year, and because people think the ending was trash, they're gonna change it. I personally am gonna follow this project because I think it's really interesting. I want to see what the fans would do if they had a hold of the Jujutsu Kaisen manga. It's on Insta and Twitter under the alias of Jujutsu no Kaisen. I'm gonna link their Instagram in the description if you want to follow it, and they can see, so you can see like all the build up and stuff. They just revealed the art style that they're using for it, and I would link the Twitter too, but I don't have Twitter because that shit's ass. I only have Insta, and that's what I'm following it on. But yeah, I just wanted to mention this because I thought it was interesting, and if you want a different ending to the manga, then there you go. It's a fairly small project. So yeah, that's my actual hot take this time. I'm probably going to be stoned to death in the streets by Jujutsu Kaisen fans. Going to get jumped like Mahito did in season 1. But nah, it's whatever. This is just my opinion. But yeah, until next time, I'll be around.
You just can't see very far.